Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another YouTube short. This is Bad 17. Here is one more tutorial. So, the purpose of today's tutorial, we're going to actually be looking at how you can hide your village trading system using a mechanic that I made in a YouTube video of minecart elevators. So, quick demo of how it works. You just click the button and it drops a bunch of minecarts down, and then we have all our villagers nice and organized. Now the benefit of this is you can have this bubble column elevator as high as you want, and we can actually just hide the villagers that way. And the nice thing about that is if you make it high enough up, you won't actually hear the villagers grunting and groaning like they do for some reason. And you can kind of just hide them. Now, it does take a few seconds to go down, but it's instant to go up. So something to keep in mind if you're building it. And another thing is you can actually choose which direction you want. So if you want this to be your main floor, let's knock out some blocks here. If you want this to be your main floor, you can actually have the top one be the main floor. So we can call our pesky little villagers. No, they're not pests, right? They're just some villagers. We can call them from below, and we can even put some like barrels or shell, or not barrels because they might sink. So some chests down here, and we can just kind of make this look pretty nice. So let's go ahead and do that now. And so maybe we have a little bit of a storage system behind them, and then that seems good. And then maybe we put a button right here for the call system. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just go through the process of making the elevator work in both directions for you. So let's use a stone button. This is important for the way I am deciding to call the elevator downwards. Stone button, boom. Now I could potentially run a redstone glass tower, and it just needs to click with this button trail here, and it'll just flip all the dispensers and call it good. So I could do that. Another way is to have a observer wall happening. So let's see, what would that look like? We'd probably want to replace just that block there, put some redstone down. Let's go items, redstone. And now it's basically the challenge here is how do you make the redstone go down vertically? So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and show one method. Now this will actually be a bit tricky, so I'm going to just show the naive way of doing it, and then we can look at like the problems that happens. So the naive way that at least I know how to do it is to use a wall update. So we have a wall here, and we're going to put a trapdoor to update this wall. And some of you probably see the error in this right away. Basically, the observer sees something, it's just going to flick that trapdoor, and it's not going to do too much. And so that's going to be interesting, but we're gonna actually play with that a little bit and try to come up with a solution to that. Now, so this will instantly update the wall going downwards. So let's just make it down, get down, and a really nice thing is this actual system is going to get a major upgrade when you actually have the copper bulb, because we're going to take advantage of the good old cop flop, in Minecraft to kind of, yeah, to hook up this redstone line. Just so redstone, 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 good. Now when this will update, it triggers, they will drop, and when this updates, it will come up. Now you could actually just toggle a trapdoor. You can just move everything over and then just have that as your button system, but I kind of like the idea of a button. The problem is, you see here, it flips, and actually, oh, it flips twice because it's seeing this toggle. And so that's a problem, so let's figure out how to address this. Now, I actually did address it in another build, so let me just use this to demonstrate it. This is a different type of build. This one just throws minecart's chest because I thought it would look cool, and I was curious about having a system that kind of just uses minecart chest to slide your inventory system up and down. Now, this is not what the tutorial's about, but I guess I'm including it a tiny bit, preview. This is useful if you have a big tower. If you keep forgetting your inventory at the top, you don't want to come all the way to the top of the tower just to get your inventory, because this happened to me like twice now on my live stream. I have elytra on, and I'm up at the top, and I'm like, oh cool, let's get out of here, and then I fly away. And then only to have to come back all the way to the bottom, jump up the elevator, just to go get my stuff, and it's no fun. It'd be much easier if I could just call it. Now, this system is using it's like a stuttering T flip-flop, I guess, if you want to call it. I saw this design from Mumbo Jumbo. Although his design actually had, I believe, the torch right here, and somehow it so worked. I don't really know. I couldn't get that to work, so I slid it over one, and it looks pretty good. Now, I'm saying stutter because we hit the stone button, and we can see that it flicks 3 times. So it's going to spit out 3 grass blocks, indicating how many times it flips. So it's going to actually toggle, but every time it toggles, it actually flips that trapdoor 3 times. Now that's a little weird. Ideally, it would just be one flip, so one toggleable flip-flop. But with the bubble elevators, it's still fine at 3. It's basically going to dispense the water, pick up the water, dispense the water, or the other way around. And that is useful enough. Now, this component that I'm trying to establish here, once we actually get that going properly, or once the update happens, I guess, you can just simply replace it with a cop flop, and you're good to go. So let's just go ahead and set that up. So instead of button seeing an observer, flipping it, instead of that, we actually want to invert that signal. Invert, boom. And now we need to lock some hoppers, so let's grab some hoppers. Here we go. And we will need a comparator as well. And I actually do like using... I like using some torches as the item being passed around, mainly just because I'm in creative and it doesn't really matter, but it tells you where the power system is coming from. So I kind of like just the aesthetic of using torches. So basically all we need to do is feed 2 hoppers into each other like that. If I put a single item in here, it's going to get passed around back and forth, and now we have a clock. Now let's lock the clock, like so. Now it is locked, and now we need to actually measure where that item is. So let's grab a comparator. Let's click our button, and I think I might need to slide everything over a little. Um, and we see that it's in position now. So let's see, how do I slide everything over efficiently? I could just slide it back one, right? That's easy enough. And then I could have the trapdoor going off of there, perhaps. And I think this will work. Did I mess this up? Oops, a daisies. Hello, hello. Let's not do that. Okay, so that still locks. So that is good enough for me. And actually, I could have slid this over one. Now that I slid it back one, and do I want to do that? I don't care that much. Okay, trapdoor. Now, obviously, you can make the system a little bit better, and I think my redstone doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Okay, perfect. And down they go. And here it is. This is a nice, easy way to do it. Let's dress this up a tiny bit more. Just boom, beautiful. And there it is. And so this way, we could actually bring our guys up. Why are they falling down? Okay, it updates once. Okay, so let's bring them up. Okay, so they should go. Okay, I'm a little confused. What is happening? Let's check my system. Maybe I should throw a cut in here. So it works over here. Of course, I hid some of the mechanism here. But essentially, it is just one pulse going into a dispenser. All of that is good. And so is this one. It flips and it clicks the dispenser once. It does flip a few times. Hmm. I'm a little confused why this is not working. So they go up because the dispenser was triggered, but it's not working. I don't think I need any sort of repeater to deal with like the lag. I guess you might see some live troubleshooting here. That's strange. I'm not entirely sure why it's not functioning the way I thought it would. Let's just tick the game tick up. Now it is a stone button, is it not? It's a stone button. Now I saw it trigger twice, so that's interesting. I wonder if it's like some sort of weird lag with the fact that I put it in a different system. Let's retry it. And let's go ahead and just simply move my input system. Let's do the simple solution first. Okay, let's get another stone. Let's just patch this bad boy up. I'll put a light there or something. Let's just clean it up a little. Okay, so trying this again. Stone, 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 and the button. Now, I don't really like the idea of having stone mixed with a stone button. But there's that. This triggers this, which will lock hoppers into place. And I'm just going to try to copy the system here. So this goes into a spacer, I guess. Now this should be equivalent. It's just going to go a little bit differently, I suppose, but it should work. And then here, and let's put a redstone there, and paste and paste. There we go. Now I don't know where it is. It's off right now. The system is off. And now it should be on. And let's trigger that. And they go down, and they go up, and it flickers. It's not flickering. Okay. Shucks. Okay, why is it not flickering? Alright, screw it. Let's move my wall. Yeah, sure, I don't know. Move the wall. Okay, trapdoor wall. And trapdoor. Okay, check. Okay, on. Oh. Now this, again, I recommend maybe doing a different T flip-flop. For Bedrock, I've always had a weird time with T flip-flops, I guess. I know you can make one with like dispenser hopper systems that are a little bit clean. I'm honestly not worried about it because my game plan is just to simply utilize the cop flop once it comes out. And hopefully there's no annoying thing about the timing no longer working because they changed it to like a 1 second delay or something weird. I hope that's not the case. But okay, now they should go down, and not come back up immediately. Perfect. And now they will come up. Okay, so I think actually what happened was the fact that my redstone ran back to front and not this way. I don't know if that matters. Full disclaimer, but it looks like it might. Okay, and then we just put some sort of redstone lamp just cause I don't know. How do I power it? I cannot. You know what? I just want it for aesthetics. So we're gonna do one of these. I could literally just put it right there. Okay, I just want it to be always on, I guess. Whatever. You could design it better. I believe in you. So this is the system if you want it to be the top floor. This is the system if you want to do the bottom floor. The bottom floor is way easier. So you can just send your trading hall or all your villagers up to the top. Easy peasy. So let's go ahead and build it now. So let's look at what you need. Let's go ahead and just clean up some inventory. I think most of this is going to be used, actually. I don't really need the observer right now. I will need that. Let's look at some soul sand, because we will be taking advantage of a bubble column. Let's grab some water as well. Perfect. Let's grab some kelp, because this is going to be the quickest and easiest way to make our bubble column, since we're using walls as the system, and we're taking advantage of this, like, hitbox thing. We're going to need a rail and a minecart for your villager to sit in. Now, actually, just like the system I showed off earlier with the minecart chests, this might actually be something you want to incorporate into this village trading system. It seems kind of cool if you want to have a simple bubble column next to your villagers, and then the idea would be is you just send both your villagers and your chests down into hiding, and then when you're ready to trade, you can call them back up. Maybe you even have this covered in like some sort of sticky piston thing to like even hide the fact that you have a village trading system. That would actually work pretty well because you send your villagers far enough away where anyone walking by wouldn't actually hear them. And then it would also hide your emeralds and everything else that you're kind of hoarding that you want to use to trade with your villagers, away from potential like griefers and everything else, or whoever you're trying to keep your stuff hidden from. But without further ado, let's go ahead and make another bubble column. So I could do it in a line, or I'm going to try to rotate it actually. So let's just rotate it here. And it's just going to be pretty easy to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're just going to go up as high as you want. And I'm going to make this one pretty tall. Simply because I want to show you that you can make it quite tall. So you can really hide those villagers. And then obviously this can go the other way around. We're using wall updates to send the update from the T flip-flop, and walls instantly update, so it's even better. You can get a great system. Now here is going to be the top. And obviously if you're in creative, you'd probably just you'd want to, I think I usually actually just jump and add every 4 pillar, but if you have like it's probably faster to actually just use a water bucket at the bottom. And just jump, 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 and then when you are ready to jump down, you just MLG water bucket, start the next column, go all the way up. Place one here, and then throw the water down. Now you could actually just slide down with the water. You could MLG it still. Doesn't matter. Now we're just waiting for this water to come down. And I guess while we're waiting, we can grab a dispenser. The water definitely beat me, but it's okay. Okay, so we need one dispenser. We just knock out one of the sides here, whatever side's going to be the back. There it is. This water bucket will go in, and we're going to go ahead and turn all of these into water source blocks. And now this is also just something you would do in create or survival, is just climb the water column up as you're placing these kelp blocks. And then you'll get all the way up to the top, and you might need a lot of kelp for this, but it's okay. And then you just knock out that block there, and you hopefully wouldn't fall. So you're at the top, and now we're gonna put a single stone. Now how this works is this stone's hitbox is big enough where you'll stop. Like, I'm gonna come down and turn this into a bubble column, and I'll show you with the person here. So click bubble column all the way up, and stops. And that's how all of these villagers are being held in place. That stone there is holding the minecart down. And that's really all you need. And I think I might have done a half slab there, which does look pretty good. Yeah, and that's everything. So let's hook it up. So we just connect our redstone line here. Now they will all be kind of the same, right? Like, it's gonna be, when you hit one button, you want all your villagers to come down. This shouldn't be necessary, so let's take out that repeater, and let's just verify that that is not necessary. And we see it blink a few times, and it just turns off. Beautiful. Now, eventually you might need to strengthen this signal, so I'm going to use a repeater there. You see it does turn on, and let's just hook this up. And it does actually, I'm going to want to make it go behind this. Well, actually, you could just power this block, I believe. So let's just power it. Screw it, see what happens. Click. Emptied the water bucket. Beautiful. And we actually do want it to be on the same, not opposite, so all of these have a water bucket in it, not an empty bucket. So let's actually go ahead and empty it. Let's place the empty bucket in here, so now they're on the same system. Everything picks up the water. Beautiful. And now we're ready to put 2 more villagers in this system. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's pretty easy. We just kind of put down the minecarts. We drop them in. And we just nudge them over to the corner there. Perfect. We just nudge it over and good to go. Now you could actually use some other things besides walls here to do your bubble column. I just chose walls because I think they look nice, and it also matches with the update system. And we could actually integrate this into one of the back walls of our bubble column in some fashion. Like, there is a way to like make it look kind of nice. But that's not the point of today's tutorial, so moving on. So let's just build the little thing here. This is mainly just because I don't have a villager in here yet, so I'm just gonna spawn them in and watch them jump into a minecart. So let's go spawn villager. Easy peasy. Drop you in, drop you in. Now, there is something I almost always forget about, and that's the fact that you need enough beds for these guys to take a profession. So let's just go ahead and grab a bed. They just get white beds because they're not special. And my game plan for this system is basically just to hide the beds behind the redstone line. So I'm going to cover up all this. And this is going to be the front. You won't really see much. Like this corner could be a little bit better. You know, really, you could just dress it up is basically what I'm saying here. So some sort of decoration, that's up to you. And then this is kind of nice just to punch these out. And let's give them a profession block. Now we already have a smithing table, a fisherman, a cartographer, and a librarian. What other blocks are there? Really drawing a blank. This should be some sort of work block, I think. So let's just plop one of these down, see if he takes the profession. This guy did, not this one. That's wrong. Here, you can have that one. A smoker is a thing, I think. So is a blast furnace. Let's go ahead and do the blast furnace. I don't think I have one of these yet. So this guy takes blast furnace profession. Yeah, I do not have one of these. Beautiful. And there it is. And we've added one up. So let's go ahead and hide these guys to the top. Now hopefully I stopped them from flying off properly. Okay, we're good. And that's really all you need. You could literally just leave it capped off like this, or you can put a little bit of a roof around them. Make sure that they can breathe, obviously. We don't want them just up here in the rain, you know, getting all cold. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a roof. Nothing special. You know. They give us lots of stuff, but we don't treat them nicely usually. Let's just cover them up so they don't get rained on. Nice little umbrella cap for them. And that's it. So you could really, really hide your villagers. Now hiding them into the sky is by far the easiest. You don't have to worry about any calling system to go down. Now it does take a while, and I think it takes even longer. My goodness, did this work? Grab the water bucket. They should be coming down. Okay, actually I'm not sure if it was out of like... There might be a vertical cap. Let's try that again. I'm wondering if the bubble column doesn't update because you're like, they're so far up. I don't know. But it might just take a while. So let's go ahead and just wait. Everything is down and they should be coming. But I don't see them. I really don't. Where are they? They made it. Okay. I missed it. If you saw it, congratulations. But that is your village trading system. You can just put them all in minecart elevators and hide them away at a push of a button. And it is absolutely fabulous. And that's everything for today's YouTube short. Yeah. Hope you like it. Let me know if you're going to use it, if you're going to implement it. If you have a better way of doing this, let me know. I want to know what's out there, what's competing with my designs. Yeah, till next time. Hope everyone has a great day. Good Thanksgiving, good holidays, everything. And that's all for me. Have a wonderful day.